Let me get this started up real quick. I'm gonna send this link to ARC, and then we're gonna get started. Get this link over to ARC real quick. All right. Let's see if ARC is. All right, just waiting for ARC to show up. Get started. I think ARC's on his way. Let's see where he's at right now. So basically, I think for this session, ARC just wants to go over the new scalping strategy, like everyone else. So it's basically what I'm gonna be covering today, guys. And basically whatever questions he has. But if you guys have questions, I'm probably not gonna be able to get to them in the chat. I'm just gonna be having this one-on-one with ARC, and then we'll see where this goes. It's cold today. All right, let's see where ARC's at. Man, that US 30, guys. Nice full TP right there, super smooth. That's some BS because this could have hit our full TP right here for the scalp. It stopped me out, so I made a small loss on that, but I covered it with this whole win right here. So my profits today were pretty good. Let's see where they ended up. Yeah, so I made 2,236 on that account. Let me see if I can do the math on this real quick. 2,336.62 plus other account right here. I made 1,964 plus 38. And then I had another account over here where I made about 1,657 plus 81. So I made a total of about 6,000 today. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So that's pretty smooth. Let me see where ARC's at. I think he's still on his way in. Hop in for another scalp. We're about to enter the swap spread, so probably not. Oh man, this would have been a nice scalp right here though. I'll hop back in after this session's over. Definitely don't want to hold into the swap spread. Oh, no, that's a 1 minute, sorry. My bad. Actually, there's no entry there. That was a 1 minute chart. NZD-USD hit TP right there. NZD CAD almost at full TP. Still waiting for ARC, guys. So if you guys are just joining the room, this is a private session. Well, not necessarily private, but it's a one-on-one session with me and ARC, one of the K2 members. So you guys want to sit in, see how I teach him, and you guys are more than welcome. Sorry, NZD CAD's about to hit. It looks like our GJ almost hit TP1 right there. Dropped right down after. TP1's about to hit for GCAD. So we're hitting a lot of TPs today, guys. It's a great trading day. Great overall. Let me see where ARC's at. He might be having some issues getting in here. Try to get him in here, and then we'll get started. Wait, this stuff. Check CNBC. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the market, like a ton of manipulation. That's why I closed out my Novavax COVID vaccine. Lawmakers bash Robinhood over its GameStop trading freeze. Yeah, new COVID vaccine right there. Let me see where ARC's at. Still not here. Give him some some time. Lawmakers from AOC to Ted Cruz are bashing Robinhood for its GameStop trading freeze. It's crazy that they did that. Free the traders on Robinhood. It's not a good look for Robinhood. Nice Forex. Might be having some issues. Let's see. I message him. He's coming in. Hey, what happened? That was weird. All my Safari windows closed. Yeah, whatever. I'll just reopen it later. I don't really need Safari right now anyways. Oh, obviously I do, because I need it for the YouTube. Sorry, I mean, actually, it's fine because this is a private session anyways. So I'm just gonna wait for Ark. Let's see where he's at. All right, meanwhile, it's gonna hang out. Got nothing else to do right now. Not really trying to look at any trades. I've been trading for like the past 6 hours. It's all good. Locked in some nice profits today, so I'm chilling. Super chilling. Still in for Ark. All right, he's on his way. All right, guys, if you're sending messages on YouTube, sorry, but I can't see them because my Safari windows shut down, so I can't see any of your messages. But I'm just waiting for Ark right now showing up. If you guys have any questions, I'm not gonna be able to get to you. Just message me on Telegram or email me, and I'll get to you guys when I can. Just waiting right now. All right, let's see, here yet? Oh, here we go. Hey, Ark, how's it going?
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Ark.
Hey, all right, then I'm here.
All right, bro. How's it going, man? Haven't heard from you in a while.
Oh man, I just felt like I was about to lose it. I was getting on your nerves, and so I said, let me take a chill pill and let me look.
No, you weren't. I've just been busy. I just haven't heard from you for a bit. I was wondering if you were still trading.
Well, that I was, and then I started to get back to what I normally do is try this and try that and try this and try that, and then I said, let me pray about it, and then it looked like the prayer came through.
Yeah, no, definitely came through for all of us because we've been killing it. Profits.
Okay. But just one thing, even if you want me to go look back in the chat, at all the time I done bugged the shit out of you. Who said we can mimic scalps? You said, no, we can't do no scalps and cause this. I said, we can mimic scalps. Now, I didn't know how, but you always taught me there's always a way.
Yeah, no, definitely. There's a way. Like if you want to copy my scalps, you just got to sit in on the live session. So if I'm calling, like, I'm telling you guys that I'm buying or selling, you can do that. That's probably gonna be the best option if you don't want to actually, apply the strategy. But applying the strategy is not that bad either. It's pretty simple.
Okay,
It's just
that I have looked at it. I just don't know how you spread those little those things, the little lines that start out little, and then you spread them out, and you make them bigger. I don't know how you gauge them and how big to get. Hey, Pops, I'm gonna give you a call right back. I'm in a meeting. All right. All right. Okay. If you can do that and keep a video or something, then I'm
yeah, sure, Art. So I'll after this session, I think this is being recorded right now, so I'll send you the link right after.
Okay.
But looking at this here, so do you plan on scalping on US 30, or do you plan on scalping something else? Like, what's your what do you feel like scalping?
I want the most safest and the most data that y'all done built up, which I think is US 30. Because I just heard you say today, you're gonna stick with US 30 because that's what's been your bread and butter over the last whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, no, definitely. So, Ark, are you at a computer or are you at your phone?
That I'm at my PC. If you want, I can get on my phone.
Oh, no, definitely. So I just want to make sure that you can follow along, and then you could possibly you could possibly do what I'm doing too, to make sure that you actually get it and you know how to do it as well. So if you
Okay,
want
great.
to do that,
So how would I do that? Would I have to take control of the screen, or do I watch you and then take control of the screen?
you can just watch me, and then you can do it on your screen, and then just see if it matches my screen. If it looks different, then obviously we'll make some changes. But it's really up to you. It's up to you whether you want me to do it or if you want to do it. Because I don't know how you're better off learning. Are you better off just applying it yourself, or do you want to see me do it and then you copy what I'm doing?
Yeah, let me see you do it, and you got to curse me out. If you ain't gonna curse me out, it's not gonna be an intense moment and it don't lock in. And make it hard. If you make it too easy, there's variables such as the trade you took. That I took the trade today, it was the buy, but we got a single for a sell. But I jumped out of it.
You took the sell?
And no, that I took the buy, and I think I lost like $100. So I jumped out. But then y'all won on the sell single. So, but yeah. I got kind of a gist of it, but I don't know about the touches and how they work. But I'm cool with that.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, definitely. All right. Yeah.
And you said what is a double scalp? I heard you say that. So if you can explain that, and the trade you took was kind of, you said it didn't quite touch it. If you can explain all that intensity stuff that you do, I can try to download all that.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's really not that difficult. So, first of all, you're gonna have like a normal chart here with nothing on it. What you'll do first is you're gonna turn on the K²SR version 2 indicator. So the K²SR V2 indicator, you turn that on, and then your chart's gonna look like this. You're gonna have all these zones on the chart. So from this point right here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and draw your zones on the chart over these zones, so you have a cleaner chart. So pretty much at this point, you just draw over those zones so that you have your own zones right there. And then you keep drawing over these as well. Right here, like you can either draw separate zones or you can just draw one big zone. It's really up to you, whatever your preference is. I'm just gonna draw them as separate zones so it's easier to see. And then if the zones overlap, like for example, right here, you can see how this green zone is overlapping this red zone right here. If that happens, you can just create one big zone, so you don't have to get any confusion. So if that happens right there, you draw that zone. At that point, you draw the zone down there. And we got a couple more down here as well.
So it don't matter about what size it is.
Yeah, you just want to make sure that you cover the zones. If the zones are too close, you can just put one big zone and cover both of them. But there's no specifics. You just may want to make sure that you cover the zones. So right here, you can see I covered all the lines, right? So after I cover the lines like that, I'm going to go ahead and go to the indicator and I'm going to hide it. So now that I've hit it, you can see that the zones are pretty nice. They're pretty nice and even. So you can see exactly where the points project from.
Okay. And now, Shawn, can you go back and put the zones back on?
Yeah.
In that bottom zone at the bottom, can you take that off so I can see what it looked like?
Yeah, definitely. So if I
Just
take this one right
yeah,
here,
yeah. That if you
yeah,
could take that one off,
there we
I
go.
want to see that zone. Okay, so that zone, so you got to go. So that's just one line. That's not two lines, right?
So each zone is two lines combined. So a zone's gonna
Oh,
get
okay,
created.
okay.
Yeah, so you got a high and you got a low. So you like you'll have a high point of that zone and a low point. So once you have that, you can just draw it over it, and then you pretty much create your own zone.
Oh, so each zone should have two lines.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay,
Each line is connected to another one.
okay. That I didn't see that on the other ones. Like either they were too small, or I'm just blind, or they was in the grid.
Now they're kind of hard to see. So like for example, right here, you can see that these are kind of hard to see, but you know, once you do this enough times, you'll get used to it. It becomes like second nature. It's not that hard.
Okay,
So yeah, after you do that, you've drawn the zones. You go ahead and hide that indicator. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to turn on the pivots indicator, the K2 pivots indicator right here. So when
okay,
you
sir.
see that, oh, go ahead.
How did you hide it? Did you just
Uh,
click off the zone?
yeah, so on the indicator right here, it'll have a little eye button. It's like an eye. So if you go over it, it says hide, and then
Okay.
it takes it off. If you want to show it, you just click on it again, and then it'll show it. So that's how
Okay.
you hide it.
So the K2R, okay. It's called the SR
V2.
V2.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right, cool. So once you've drawn the zones like that, what you're going to do next is you're going to turn on the K2 pivots indicator. So just add that to your chart, turn them on, and you got them set up right here.
Okay.
So that's pretty much it. Once you have those set up, you can start looking for trades.
I see it.
All right, let me know when you're ready to move forward with the strategy, or I'll continue.
All right. I'm ready.
Ready? All right, cool. So I'll put the requirements right here. This is going to be the K2 snipe strategy, 10-minute on the US 30. So for the first requirement, you just want to confirm a wick rejection off K2 pivot, any pivot. Next, you want to confirm a wick rejection off K2 SR zone. And then lastly, you just want to confirm K2 pivot rejection not touched body of candle. And then lastly, you're going to enter on the open of the falling candle, or enter on the, yeah, it's the same thing, enter on the open of the following candle. And then lastly, you're going to set TP stop loss at 500 pips. So that's pretty much it. I mean, super simple. Let me show you an example over here. So this over here would be an example. Let me see if I could back up over here, give you a better view of this. So this might, so this is it's kind of hard to see. Let me get you a cleaner one, but this is basically what you're looking for. You're looking for a rejection off the pivot and the SR level. Actually, we got one right here. So let me go over here to this one over here. We have this one right here. You can see that. Let me go ahead and draw over this. You can see that this wick right here is rejecting off the pivot, and it's rejecting off the K2SR level. Can you see that, Art?
Yeah. So
Okay.
the wick has to touch both of them.
Exactly. Yeah. So the wick has to touch the pivot, and it has to touch the SR level. So you just want a double rejection. You want a rejection off the pivot, and you want a rejection off the SR level that you drew earlier.
Okay.
So once you have that right there, you just want to make sure that these wicks aren't cutting through the body, because you can see right here that these two wicks are cutting through the body, but you just want to make sure that the wicks that it's rejecting off isn't cutting through the body. So first requirement, confirm a wick rejection off the K2 pivot right here. Second requirement, confirm a wick rejection off the K2SR zone right here as well. And lastly, you just want to confirm that the K2 pivot rejection does not touch the body of the candle. So it's so far from the body, so there's like no guesswork right there. Pretty much everything's been met right there. After that happens, you're going to enter on the open of the falling candle. So you're, as soon as this candle closes, you're just going to enter like a market buy right here.
Mhm.
And then you're going to go for 500 pips. And then from that point, you're just going to let it run. And there you go, full TP, straight winner.
So 50 is really 500.
Yeah, 50 points is going to be equivalent to 50 pips.
Okay. What I'm need help with, since I'll be trading on MT4, but now I see that we got the adjusted numbers with the FTMO or with the cash. Is it US 30 cash now?
Yeah, US 30 cash. So it's the same as the trading view numbers. So you don't have to make any changes anymore. They switched it back.
Oh, okay. And do you happen to know what the math is on just if I do it inside my head? Like what numbers would I add? Would I add like 5 on it and 5 is really 50? Or no?
Well, yeah. So basically, when you're entering the trade, like what I did right here, when you're setting up the trade, you're just going to enter it, or what you can do, yeah, you can just enter it on your MT4, and once you enter it, you just put this on your trading view right here. You just change this to 50-50. So once you have that set up right there, you have your TP and your stop loss. You'll have the price right below it. So this will be your TP up there, and this will be your stop loss down there.
Okay, so the cancel. So the price that we entered is right there in the middle, right?
Yeah. So right, because this candle was coming down right here, it was coming down, and what happened was it rejected off this point right here. So we were anticipating this to bounce back up. So from this point right here, once this rejects off it, you'll be entering at this point right here. So you can have your finger on the buy button right away. So as soon as it closes, you can just take that buy and you'll be good to go.
Okay, it seemed very easy. If it now number 3 says confirm the K2 pivot rejection does not touch body count. So sometimes the body count will get too close, and you have to make sure that there's a space in between it.
Exactly, like this right here. You can see this candle right here, this big green candle. You can see that it's you can see how the pivot kind of touches it a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's why we wouldn't take this trade, because you can see like from this point, it kind of came down a bit, right? So that'd be a bad trade to take. Vice versa, you look at this other one right here, you can see that the one right before it. This one right here is actually a good one because it rejects off the pivot and the structure right here as well. So if you were to take this trade, you do the same exact thing. You enter a long position right there for 500 pips. And then you pretty much let it play out. And there you go, full TP in like a few seconds. Easy.
Man, I'm gonna cry like a baby.
Yeah, baby, you're about to get your account back real soon. All right, you just got to be good at this. You got to pay attention, and you just got to be on point with everything.
Oh, okay. But the last very thing that I think that might get me caught up, because you already know how I am. Can you tell me if I can't work this green and red pip counter thing?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what the math is so I can look at my entry price and just add it?
Yeah. So you're going to be using the whole numbers. I know on MT4, you're going to have like an extra 2 numbers behind here because it goes by the decimals. So just ignore those extra numbers, just round it up because it's easier to just follow these numbers than going into those very small numbers. So like, for example, here, you see our entry point was 30259.
Mm-hmm.
Our profit level, our TP is just going to be, you're going to add obviously, 50 points to that. So like, for example, right here, I'm going to pull up the calculator. You can see that the entry point right here is 30259, right? So what we're going to do from that, we're going to add 50 points to it. And there you go, you're set. You got the TP right there, and you're good.
So just add 50 points. I mean, like 50.
Yeah, 50. Because with indices, it has those extra numbers behind it. So you don't have to I would just ignore it. Because usually what you're going to see here is you're going to see this on your FTMO. You're going to see for the entry, it's going to be 30259.00. That's what it's going to look like on your FTMO. It's too many numbers.
And then just go plus 50.
Exactly. Plus 50 for the TP and then minus 50 for the stop loss.
I got it.
You got it?
So just have patience and yeah, that I know it might be an hour, 2 or 3, but hell, money is money.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you just gotta wait. You gotta wait, watch for it, and then once you see it, you hop in the trade real quick, and you probably get in and out within a few minutes. They usually don't last that long. It's a quick
And
little scalp in and out.
with the trading with the mental stuff, if I miss one, if I lose one, my first one, don't freak out. Just keep doing it because you guys have already done all the hard work.
Exactly. Yeah. So my advice is if you lose a trade in one direction, so say if you're taking a buy right here, right, and say if it loses, then I wouldn't take the next buy. I would just wait for it to maybe go the other direction and then take the scalp after that.
Okay, so make sure that pivot is on top doing the same thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Or if you ever take a loss, because we don't really lose much from the strategy. If you do take a loss, I would just say just step away, just take a break, and then come back in a few minutes. That'll probably be a smarter decision than waiting for the next trade. Because usually these trades they go on for a while. Like you could see right here, we had this win right here, right, Art? So we had one win right here, and then if you waited a few minutes, you would take this trade right here, and then you'd have another win right there, right? So you got two back-to-back wins. They usually keep repeating itself. If you have one win, you'll probably have another win right after. So if you have a loss, it's better for you to just take a break and just step back from the computer for a bit and just think about it, and then come back maybe an hour later or like 30 minutes later and then try it again, because you just don't want to stack on losses. You're good with stacking on wins, but you don't want to stack on any losses. That's what I'm trying to say.
Bet. And just start at the same time, 8:30 Central Time, and just start looking for it.
Oh, you can do this all day, Art. You don't have to wait till 8:30 a.m. You
You
can do whenever
lying to
you want.
me.
You can do whenever you want, Art.
Okay, so I can trade at any time of the day, even the slow time.
Even the slow time. I traded last night, made $500.
Around what session?
Any session, whatever you want, whatever your heart desires. Art, it's up to you.
Okay, so when do I? Okay,
So
I'm not gonna make it hard by asking all these questions, but I'm trying to find out when is it more likely, or when is less news, because news can mess it up or whatever, I guess, or no.
Yeah, so you should probably, I mean, the best time for you to do it is probably going to be like it's going to be like London session or US session, because when you're scalping, you want the markets to be moving, right? So you get in and out of trades pretty quick. But it works during Asia session too. Like for example, right here, this trade right here, this win was 3 a.m. So this was London session, right? 3 a.m. And then this win right here was at 5 a.m. So this was New York session. So we won in London, we won in New York. And like, check this out over here. We got another one over here. This is during Asia session. So for example, right here, this is we have the rejection off the pivot. We have the rejection off the structure. This is at about 6 p.m. Asia session. So if you took this trade right here, because we have the rejection off the pivot, right? Yeah, this would be a sell. So this would be opposite direction. Instead of taking the buys, this would be a sell because the rejection came from above. So if the rejection comes from above, you take a sell. If the rejection comes from below, you take a buy. So
okay, Shawn, show me the rejection from the zone, because I can't see the gap in between the zone.
Right over here, there's a big pink square.
So that so which candle shouldn't be touching it? Because I'm old, man. Maybe I don't see it, but it looked like both of them touching.
This red one over here shouldn't be touching it.
Okay.
Let me see if I can make this a little bigger. Okay. So we got this right there. You see how the red pivot is above it? It's touching the wick, but it's not touching the body.
Oh, so just the pivot, but I thought the zone can't touch either.
Oh, no. It's just the pivot right here. See, confirm K2 pivot rejection does not touch the body. The zone's fine.
Okay. But it has to be outside the zone.
It doesn't necessarily have to be outside. You just need to see a rejection. So you see how it's rejecting off it? Like you could look at all these zones right here.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. So the next candle is, as long as the candle is going away from the zone.
Exactly. Well, it doesn't have to go get it, not necessarily, because like, for example, right here, here's another trade, right? Here's another one where it's going towards the zone, but it's rejecting off it. So we got the wick, it's rejecting off the zone and the pivot. So if you took this trade right here, you still would have won full TP right there again.
Oh, so
the candle colors don't matter. You just want the rejection. That's the main thing. You want to follow for the rejection. If you have that rejection, then you should be good to go.
Can you go back to the last example you showed me with the green and red one to the left?
Oh, this one over here? Yeah.
No, was it that one? Okay.
Yeah, I'll go back over here.
So that pink is the zone.
Yeah, this pink is a zone. That's why we draw the zone so that you can see it better. Because if you have those little lines that have different colors, it's kind of harder to see. So I draw my own zones. So,
okay, so do it real slow. Okay, that I see off the pivot. That's easy. And so that's a rejection, but it's within the zone. That's what I'm in confusion about.
yeah, it's fine if it's within the zone. You just want to make sure that it's rejecting off it. So if you just see a rejection off the zone, it doesn't have to be out of it, but it just have to be rejecting off the zone. Because what this indicates is like a bumper, right? It's like kind of like you're hitting some sort of resistance. If you're getting to this point, you're hitting some bumper, and then after this point, it's probably going to come back down.
Okay.
You kind of get what I'm saying? All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have get it more if. So is the top is it really rejecting off the top? I would understand more if it was below the zone. So it means it did a rejection, but I think I'm starting to get it with what you're saying. So off the wick, I got that completely. That I see that Ray Charles can see that. But the zone, I'm trying to wrap my head around that.
Yeah, you know, I think it's something that you're gonna pick up more when you actually apply it, because the more you see it, like with your own two eyes, you'll start to realize what I mean by that. Like for example, here you see all these rejections off the zone. You got some wicks up here. So you got a wick up here, it's a rejection. You got a wick up here, rejection. Wick up here, rejection. After that, ends it coming straight back down because they act like bumpers. They act like bumpers.
So can I say that the top part of that zone is really the rejection, even though the top is connected to the whole zone? Okay, I got it now.
Exactly. You just want to see the wick, because the wick's showing that there's resistance coming down, so it's pushing price down. So you just want to see that the wick's pushing it down, so that you could have that, you know, that vision of it.
Okay. Last question. Can you show me an example of where it's not coming off the zone, but it's coming off the wick, so I can wrap that around.
Okay. So for example, right here, you see this red one right here? Let me go back over here. This red one right here, it's rejecting off the wick. I mean, it's rejecting off the pivot, but not the zone. So this wouldn't be an entry right here.
So it has to be in the zone. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so the wick just has to be inside the zone. When it's inside the zone, then you're good.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, it's not too difficult. I think you should be good applying it. You know, it's literally you're just checking for the rejection. Make sure the rejection's off the pivot and the zone, and then once those two are met, then you should be you should be pretty much good to go.
I got it. All right, I'm gonna say the link. If you can send me the link, I watch it 500 times this weekend.
Yeah, definitely. I'll send you the link right now, Art. And then yeah, if you have any other questions, just let me know. And I want to make sure that you lock this down.
Okay, and with the Tesla, I know I asked you about the wrapping the Tesla and all this stuff here.
Oh yeah.
So I seen a YouTube video. They said Tesla can whoop a damn Lamborghini.
Oh, it's fast. Super fast.
That I seen it. But I thought it was bullshit. How fast is the Tesla?
It's fast, man. It's fast. When you floor that, there's like the pull just happens right away. Like, normally when you're in a normal car, you kind of got to let the wheels spin a little bit and then it kind of pulls off.
There's a second reaction time.
Reaction time's right away. Like when you step on the gas, your head goes to the back of the seat, like quick. It's like you're on a roller coaster. It goes pretty quick, and then it just pulls. Like it literally pulls. Like I could go from like 0 to 60 in like I think 3 or 4 seconds. It's pretty quick, or even less probably if I was really trying to push it.
But it's a sexy car. Is it sexy?
Oh man, it's amazing, bro. You ever been in one?
No.
It's amazing, bro. You got to go in one, especially with my doors, because my doors go up to the side. I got the Model X, so I got the doors that go up.
With suicide? Yeah,
pretty much. They're like space doors. They just go up straight up.
And so those around what, like around 90,000, 100,000, 200,000?
So out the door, like with all my, because I got like the premium wheels and I got like all the special stuff. So out the door is probably like 130K for the car. Yeah, I had to pay myself something, and I've been working hard for these trades and stuff. I finally got like last July, so now I'm getting it wrapped in that profit blue color, because it's gonna have significance, because I owe a lot to this trading thing, bro. This trading thing has changed my life, like literally. So
Well, that congratulations. B, you and I just want you to understand, you got to be patient with these people. I know people crazy like me, and then so that I know people may not get whatever you're doing, but we just had a good session because I didn't know what the hell you're talking about off the zone. I thought it had to touch the zone, but now I know being inside the zone is touching the zone. So just be careful with the people because you never know who you're gonna be blessing. You never know the situation. You never know about anything. You never know how close they are to being homeless or whatever. So uh, I'm proud of you. Keep doing it. I'm gonna start back putting your big head on the Michael Jordan and all that shit. But I need another picture because it's hard to make yours because I can't cut it out right due to the Telegram thing.
Yeah, no, I see that the Photoshop you is pretty good. All right, those are some good Photoshops you've been making.
Well, just in case you don't do your tour because of COVID-19 or things start slowing down, or you just get rich and say fuck everybody. Hey, I'm proud of you. If you ever come to Fort Worth, Dallas, I got a steak at Del Frisco's for you.
Definitely, yeah, no, definitely. If I'm ever out there, Ark, I'll definitely meet up with you. We'll have some lunch, have some dinner. We'll have a good time, hang out. And I definitely want to meet you at some point, Ark. I've been with this journey through you for a while, so I definitely want to see your success and I want to see you keep pushing.
One more thing, I got 3 babies, and I know one of them ain't ready to trade. He only 8, and I got a 13-year-old. I don't know what's gonna happen, so you might need to take this out of the recording. I just want to put towards, not that I got a lot of money because I don't, but how can I put towards a slot for 3 of my babies to have this so they not on my shit when I'm trying to trade. And so when they get old, well, my daughter's 28, but I want to have something or get her in, but financially I'm not at that point until I get in profit. So I'm asking with an open heart, can you save her a slot, or can I put down 150 so you can hold that, but you freeze it, and then when I can curse her out and tell her get off her ass and do what I'm saying, but I have to show her something. I don't want her getting started with something that her daddy is not successful with. So I want to get successful, show it to her, and have it ready for her. Is that possible? I know you got all of the things and you're gonna lock out some people or whatever, but if you can do that for me, it'd be much appreciated. If you can't, then she have to wait till you open up. But I'm not at the price. It's not about the money, because you see that I'm still at 98,000, but I haven't took my subscription. All I've been doing is praying. I said something's gonna happen. Something's gonna. Ain't no way I got to $100,000 account and I'm gonna lose it. If you can make her a spot and freeze it, and just remember it, put it in a safe cake or safe deposit box or whatever at the bank. I just want to make sure my kids in. It ain't about me no more. It's about them. That's it. I ain't gonna take your time. Go drink your beer or some shots.
Yeah, no, definitely. I got you, Art. Don't worry about it. Whenever your daughter's ready to sign up, I'll open a spot for it. There's no question about it. I got you.
All right, bro.
All right, definitely. All right, I'm gonna go grab some lunch, and I'll talk to you later.
And drink a shot for me.
I'll get one for you.